Yeah, yeah. Let's go. Yeah, yeah. Let's go now. When the night feels heavy and the stars seem dim, there's a spark of courage deep within. A hand to hold, a word that's kind, can lift a heart and ease a mind. Light the way with hope, let kindness grow in every step. Let the good vibes flow. Together we rise with a brighter day. Hearts full of love, we'll light the way. When the road is winding and dreams feel far, a simple smile can be our star. Plant a seed of joy, let it bloom. Turn a fleeting hope into a tune. Every soul's a light, every heart's a flame. No one's too small to change the game. With open hands, we'll face the dawn. Together we'll keep the fire on. Light the way with hope. Let kindness grow in every step. Let the good vibes flow. Together we rise.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Aloha Friday, and happy Aloha Friday, everyone. I'm so stoked that everyone is here. We've made it to the end of the weekend. We are here, everyone. It is time to relax and chill. And guys, we have royalty beaming in soon. I see them on the radar. They're coming in soon. I can't wait to get them in. But before I get them in right now, I got to calm down. I'm going to get my wife in. Let's go. What's up, D? How are you?
Hey, what's up, Hinato? I was like, well, I felt like I was at a what do you call it? One of those storage war auctions.
Too much
I
caffeine.
was like, jeez. You just like pour like the whole kettle in your mouth
That's what I did.
before the stream started. No,
Mind you,
it's
I just got in from work.
yeah. I mean, it's been a good first half of the day. It is just noon, so it's like lunchtime. Well, we already had our lunch, but at least I had my lunch. But yeah, it's I'm excited for our guests. So
Yeah.
there's two of them. We had one on earlier before, but one of them is an FA today. So I'm excited. We love it when there's an FA.
Heck yeah.
And it
And
only
who do we
took
have?
us.
Who do we have?
We have the OmiHomies Max and Janie. And it only took us like 10 years to get them on. So I'm so sorry, guys, for
3
keeping
years,
you
you
waiting.
guys. 3
I know,
years.
I'm exaggerating.
I'm not the schedule. I'm the guy that produces stuff here. So
Yes, blame me. Hashtag blame D. But yeah, it's gonna be a great conversation. Can't wait to catch up with them because they've been super, super busy, just traveling the world, getting to meet people and just interact with the community. So that's really cool. And I just love seeing it from living vicariously through them because
yeah,
we as well as like other people around aren't able to make it to like all the events. So yeah, it's really cool to have like boots on the ground and sharing just what's happening with us. But we'll get to meet them again. Well, see them again in Vegas. So that's going to be exciting too. We can talk about that when they come on.
yeah. I also want to kind of like piggyback on that sentiment right there. What I love about what they do is they make people feel so welcomed. You know what I mean? Like when you and I, because we live in Hawaii, guys, we live in a rock in the middle of the Pacific, so we can't go to every event. We can't go to across the UK. We can't go to New York. So it's really cool to have representatives not only represent us as a community, but also the project that we love so much, so very well, but very welcoming, right? And having a welcoming, smiling face greet you on a live stream or a show, that is something that is really needed in here for people to really feel like that they're a part of something. So that's one thing I love so much that they do out of the many things they do for us. But I think we need to get them in because we don't have a lot of time with them today, do we, Dee?
Yes, let's get them in.
Oh.
Beam them up correctly in heads in the right position.
Yeah, we're not going to have a Spaceball moment here, I hope. But also, guys, we do have a supported VeVe giveaway. We're going to be giving away that at the very end of the show. So stay tuned for that. And shout out to VeVe for the supported giveaway tonight. And guys, let's beam them in right now. We will be right back.
Activate the machine.
Thought I'd never find the day broken down, but I'm not done picking up the pieces one by one, rising up stronger than before. I'm finding me, I'm something more.
We have a connection. Incoming guests.
I'm something more.
Ladies and gentlemen, the OmiHomies Max and Janie, let's go. Both their heads are on, D. We did it.
We did one piece
What's up, y'all?
or two
Hey,
pieces.
guys. We've been beamed.
Yo, that Texas scene, that Texas beam day was fire. I
Hey,
love
man.
it.
Good, guys. I
They're
was like,
getting good. The crew downstairs is
are
getting good, but
beamed
be
up.
quiet. We don't want to give them a raise. So
That was cool.
we appreciate you guys for the theatrics here. That's stuff that we like to do. We like to be very theatrical around here, so that's our thing. Thank you so much for giving us your time. I've always wanted to speak with you guys. As being a couple in this space, it really feels good to speak to other couples. We recently got to talk to Corey and Heather, and that was a lot of fun too. So I'm really looking forward to this conversation, and I'm gonna let Dee start the conversation. I'll probably steer it a different way, but Dee, go ahead.
Well, yeah, first of all, thank you both so much. And it's FA Janie because we had Max on with the Mod Squad, but welcome back, Max. And but welcome for the first time, Janie, on the show. And for the both of you and your time. There's a lot we can talk about, but I guess we can start with like your origin. Well, not like origin, but like kind of how, because it seems like when I came into VeVe, you guys were like already here. And so I'm like, I don't know like what your story is. So can you guys kind of give us like how you got into like the VeVe community, like how you even found out about, I don't know, X, I guess Twitter, like the whole digital collecting, Web3, like what is even Web3 kind of thing? Like what kind of got you guys like even interested in something like that? It's like not, I don't know, it's kind of like out of the norm for like normies, right? So tell us your story.
Do you want to take? I
You go,
started?
you go, you go,
Okay,
you go.
so it all started back in.
On a
Fable night.
day.
So it was man. First of all, thank you guys so much for that beautiful introduction and your beautiful sweet words. We like appreciate it so much and feel super honored to be here with you guys.
Thank you.
But and even when I think back on it, it feels like it's been 10 million years. Like it feels like it's been forever ago. So in 2021, Max started talking to me about, that's when we really started talking about crypto, right, babe? Like it was like the ends of 2020, maybe even before then, crypto this, crypto that. And I'm like, okay, yeah. Like he would just tell me all these things, right? So then he started talking about Omi. I think it was February of 2021. And then I'm like, okay, yeah. He's like, yeah, investing and crypto and Web3 and NFTs. And like, he was just throwing all these words at me that I'm like, I have no idea what you're even talking about, babe, but I totally support you. And I love it too, because you love it. He was so excited. Then he told me about the DeLorean. And guys, I have to tell you this story because this man, the love of my life, 16 years, lied to me. He lied to me. So he told me about this DeLorean thing that was like a picture, but wasn't a picture. It was like an image, but you could put it in AR and like you can collect them, and something about some rarities or whatever. And at that point, I think the DeLorean was $100.
Yeah.
Right?
But she was like, how much is it? I was like, $100.
And I was like, babe, you bought one for $100? And he was like, yeah. At the time, guys, this is where the lie is. He bought 2. He bought 2.
I'm an early
investor, right?
I'm still like, to this day, we're very transparent in our relationship. Like, we talk to each other about everything. But I think he was so excited that when I had that initial reaction, you were like, oh shoot, I can't tell her about this second one that I bought. So then, guys, he would not. Do you want to chime in or say anything?
Go ahead.
Okay. He would not stop talking about VeVe, like the collectibles, the drops coming out, Omi, like everything, all from the time that we woke up to the time that we went to sleep. And I'm like, babe, we gotta find other people to talk to about this. And then at that point, you found Twitter.
Yeah,
right?
that's where I found Twitter, and I found my people.
Yeah.
And then Janie was like, you should start like a YouTube channel or something, because you won't shut up about this.
He wouldn't. And it's so funny to think back on it. I'm so glad that you asked this question, because looking at where we are now to where we were then, there was a point even that Max didn't want to go up on spaces and chat. Like, he didn't want to go up and be a speaker, which is so like,
even the YouTube channel, like, I only did it. I said, I'll do it, but like, if you'll join with me, because like me doing it by myself scared the mess out of me. Like, no way I'm doing it by myself. And I've grown so much in the space of like communication, like myself, because you wouldn't believe it, but I've never been one to really like publicly speak, or I'm always introverted, always to myself. This community, YouTube X, has helped me very much be better with like expressing myself and with my words. And holy crap, I'm doing like live streams now. What? Like, oh my God. But yeah, it's just been such a self-growth ride, as well as a VeVe ride, like journey.
Yeah,
but
I completely agree with that, and we can get into that a little bit more. But I remember just pushing him to go up as speaker, and like getting into those spaces, meeting those people. And we did the YouTube channel not thinking anything of it, just thinking, okay, I'm gonna turn on the camera, I'm gonna talk to my best friend about collectibles and being nerds and stuff. And I think even the first one, I was like, guys, I'm in this for the money. Like, I'm gonna flip these collectibles.
And now she's like the biggest diamond hand, like, well, she will not sell a thing.
I am.
It's like a problem. I'm like, babe, sell something, like.
And it's just snowballed, guys. It's just completely like snowballed, and we've had opportunities and going to events and meeting so many cool people. It's just really snowballed. Like, looking back on it, it's so crazy to think like how we got here. Yeah, for sure.
I actually had one of those moments at this New York Comic-Con where like we were at the booth and we were helping people out, and I thought like, man, a couple of years ago, like, we had just started our YouTube channel talking about this, and now we're here at the booth helping out and doing stuff like that. It's crazy how just one thing leads to another, and all of a sudden you're at the VeVe booth, right? It's insane, but yeah, it's been,
there's a lot of synergy. There's a lot of synergies in what you guys are both saying right now, and I'm really taking to heart what you just said here, Janie, because for D and I, a lot of what you guys went through, both of us went through as well. Not necessarily at first, but like initially afterwards. And what I like about what you're saying here is the growth from what you did before until now. You literally said you weren't able to go on a space. Well, FYI, just so you know, the first space I ever attended was a Silicon space. And he did a space for going to DCon 2022. I was deathly scared to go up there. There was like maybe 4 people and one guy from Hawaii, and that was my saving grace. I'm like, there's my people up there. So I went up there scared, and he could hear it in my voice. He's like, "It's first time on spaces?" Yep. Well, don't worry, and then he kind of gave me the whole spiel, my name's Silicon. I don't know if he met me before, but it made me feel so comfortable that when I met him at DCon, I actually had like a good 15-minute conversation with him. Mr. MC1 probably don't forget, but he was there too. He's a little bit festive. But they were both there, but I remember this, right? I remember this interaction, because if it wasn't for that interaction with Silicon, I would have never had like the ability to do this now. I'm exactly like you guys. I shouldn't be up here, by the way. I'm in my mid 40s. I just dated myself here, and I shouldn't be up here talking to a computer screen, talking about digital toys. Same thing. I came in here for the money, and now there's a ton of short boxes behind me here, and it's VeVe's fault. It's not VeVe's fault, but VeVe got me back into collecting, right? And that's the big thing here. Like, I am a huge collector. A lot of what we're doing here in this space, specifically when it comes to digital collecting, it's because I love the stuff. I'm not really in it for the money. I'm in it for the fun of it all, as well as the experience, right? And the experience that we're getting from what they're giving us now is awesome. What you guys are doing is awesome. And I want to really talk about the journey here. You guys kind of gave us your origin stories. I want to know, how does it feel, guys? Because now, I mean, I remember watching you guys grow. I watched everybody here grow. Everyone has kind of blossomed in their own thing. You guys are running a live whatnot space for the VeVe official channel. You guys are out there at the booth. You're doing live streams. You're doing interviews. I've seen you all out there. Let us know, how does it feel? And because how does it feel, kind of like give us your take on, you know, the hard work it takes to get there, because it's not easy. We all know it's not easy. A lot of no's to get to the yes, right? So kind of give us that journey and let us know how you guys feel.
Yeah. I'll let you take this one, because this is a big one for you.
I think feeling wise, first and foremost, it's an immense amount of gratitude. Because Janie and I both realized, like, we're very lucky to be able to attend these events just on behalf of us having the time, you know, and you know, our kid is 19 years old, so like we're not so much. Our kid kind of wants us kind of like to go, you know, like, get out of here, you know, let me have the house. So stuff like that. And then the fact that we just, like, our jobs allow us to go. So there's a lot of little branches of fortunateness that allow us to attend these events.
I think if I could just chime in real quick, I think we also understand what it feels like not to be able to, like, where, and we don't have to get all into like the background, but Max, and not that we're super like wealthy or anything. We work really hard for all these trips and everything that we have, but we come from very humble beginnings, like where we didn't get to do a lot of things. I didn't become a collector truly, I'll say this honestly, until VeVe came into my life, because there was no time for that. My mom was single. I had my little sister. I had my daughter when I was young. I grew up, like very quickly. So there was no time for like fun or collecting we really, really are full of gratitude for like the opportunities that we've had, because we know what it feels like not to. So I just wanted to say that real quick.
And on my end, like, we had very little, and I will say we had everything we needed, so we were always blessed, but
wealthy with love.
Yes, I feel yes, like, we're on my end blessed with a lot of love, But like, if I were to mention the trip to like Disney World as a kid, it would have been almost like comical, like that's funny, we got these lights that we got to keep on, So to be able to do stuff like this now, and that was kind of like the crux of our like just origins, because the first Comic-Con, the first DCon, the first VeVe event was DCon 21, I want to say.
Yep. And
Janie and I had it in our hearts that we knew, first of all, because of COVID, not everybody can make it anyway, just because of COVID. And then just because of the event being in Anaheim, it was very specific, like we knew in our hearts, like, if we get to go, everybody gets to go. And that's been our motto since the very beginning. If we go, we all go. And that's what prompted us to turn on the camera and to start recording every single thing we could, to start live streaming everything, because we wanted the fam to come with us, and we wanted all of us to be able to experience what we were blessed to experience with our eyes. Everybody gets to come with us, and we wanted to make sure that was our thing. And so that was kind of like the genesis of us turning on our camera and just being like at all these events. And we've been able to go to every single VeVe event except for one. Yeah. And that was the first San Diego Comic-Con. We didn't get to go to that one. But
I thought you were going to say VeVe Hawaii that they canceled. Joking.
We want to go to Hawaii. That needs to be a VeVe event.
Max is actually
I'm
saying
speaking it
right
into
now
existence here. Someone from the team's got to be watching. So-
Manifest,
Sure.
yeah, manifest that. And so as we were progressing in our little VeVe journey, we were documenting everything. Things would start to happen, and this speaks to the whatnot. That's a little bit more recent. But people would always hit us up for the exclusive stuff, like, hey, can you bring such and such? Can you buy me such and such, and I'll pay you back whatever. Fine, yeah. But it got to be to where it was like a lot of people asking us. And like we can only accommodate so much in our suitcases and stuff, so we would have to let a lot of people down. And that was what gave me the idea to pitch. Like, okay, well, there's got to be
phenomenal
a way.
idea.
Yeah, where like if somebody wants something, we can make it work, but like through whatnot, so we can just later ship it, And in my head, I was like, there's no way they're gonna go for it, like, right? Like this is that imposter syndrome that like in your head that you shouldn't have, but it's always there for some reason. Just like
I went for it. So.
Hey, look.
Yeah, of course I went. I'm in Hawaii, guys. Heck yeah, we went for it.
I got number 37, by the way.
Amazing, guys.
Let's
Honestly,
go. That's so cool. That's so
That's
cool.
like I've seen people post their
Right here.
packages, and
So,
oh, that's so amazing. No,
Heck
and I
yeah.
don't know why, guys. Like it really brings me joy.
It brings us so much happiness when
Because
people
I'm
are
like-
posting their stuff. We're like, we had something to do with
we
that.
had a
That's
little part.
amazing.
And I have to say, like every package, and I know this might sound like super corny and lame, but I really do mean it. But like every package that we package, like I'll do it with like so much love and like care because
yeah.
it means something to me. It really does. That it's it went to Hawaii. Like,
If it's 1 centimeter crooked, Janie will have me like do it all over again and like repackage.
It
Like,
sounds
it
like
has to
me.
be right.
He's the same way.
Yeah, but yeah, and so I pitched the idea, and luckily it was they were very open to the idea, and sure enough, we did our first whatnot this New York, and it went surprisingly well. We're so grateful. By the way, shout out to everybody who supported the whatnot. Thank you so much, guys. It meant the world to us, and we look forward to doing more in Vegas and in between Vegas. We're likely going to do one this Tuesday, so be on the lookout for that as well, guys.
You may see D and I kind of like go in the background and wave and run out of the camera
For
real quick.
sure.
We don't want the ratings
That's
to
been
go
one
down.
of our favorite parts. Like, what is it? Surprise appearance or special appearance? We said that like throughout the stream when we were doing it because that's what makes it fun. It helps people that are on the whatnot like connect to the real live events. Like when people come and like, oh, we have this person. We had On My Way. We had Magic. We had David. We had Carl from 24/7 Comics. Like it's fun to have like those special appearances because it makes it more like, oh, we're there too. So yeah,
Brings
I mean,
excitement,
totally,
too.
we would love that.
Yeah, and we just had random people like approaching us, not knowing we were live on stream, and that was also for me. I thought that was like the worst thing possible that could happen, but like thinking back at it, it was so fun because it's live, like that's really what you get at a con. Like everything's happening at once, and it's going, and it became a fun thing.
And actually, it's funny. I'm gonna say this real quick. I got a message from one of our community members. I'm not gonna say the name because I don't know how he would feel about it. But he did come into this. He was the first one to like pop in, and in the moment, I got like, kind of like, oh my gosh, we're in the middle of the live stream. How do we deal with this? How do we do? Because I don't want to be rude and insensitive. But then in that moment, and I know Max was feeling the same way too. It sparked the idea, like, wait, hold on. That's the whole point of being in real live events, to have moments like this. So I kind of like, and he messaged me like, I'm so sorry I interrupted the live stream. And I'm like, no, actually, I want to thank you because you sparked that like idea in me to know that it's okay. And then after that, we had people asking, hey, do you know where this booth is? Or how much is this comic book? Or, like just random like convention event questions that had nothing to do with the live stream, and I would just answer them. Like I'd be like, oh yeah, you can go this way, or oh, if you go to the front, they'll be selling that comic book and they can help you. Like it was just so funny, but I had to tell them that.
And I don't know if you guys stuck around for after the stream, but we actually had somebody open up a gold Agoro on the stream.
Yes, Jared.
which
Right?
was
This
so
is that
crazy
this?
that
Yes,
happened
that
on
was
the
so
stream.
cool.
That was
Yeah.
you couldn't have scripted
That
it
was
any
crazy.
better. Like, yeah.
That's the fun part about these
So-
things, though, right? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, please. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no. Please, the guest first, and because I'm interrupting everyone half the time. Dee knows this. Go right ahead, Janie.
No, I was just gonna finish like part of your question about the hard work, because
Yeah.
it has been a lot of hard work, and even before, guys, we've been working events for 3 years now.
Yeah.
You know, and at first we were on it wasn't like an official capacity type of thing. We actually, the very first one was because Max was a mod, and I think at the time Alex reached out and said, hey, we need some help, can you guys make it? And Max was like, let me figure it out, like we could see if, and y'all won't even believe this, we actually weren't gonna go. We were not going to go to the event because Max is like, babe, can we figure it out with our schedule? Like, it wasn't super last minute, but like, should we go? Should we not go? Like, we were kind of going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what sparked it. So we started working the events. And then it kind of just snowballed from there. Max has always had a passion for documenting. Like, since the beginning of our relationship, he's always taken pictures, always had the camera rolling, but he's really found like his footing and like his passion in videography and like creating these experiences through videos. And I personally think that you've found like your mark, and you've like have elevated every time like these videos have come out. If we go back and look at like from the beginning, you'd probably be like, oh my gosh, how did I put this out, you know? And now Max is official capacity doing the content with VeVe, San Diego Comic-Con, and this one we did D23 last year, New York I think also last year, I can't really remember. We did Portugal with Stacker. That was an amazing experience, but all of this has taken a lot of work. I think also just building and cultivating those relationships with the team, and for them to see like who we are. And you know what? Huge shout out to the team that we worked in the booth. I absolutely love those guys. Corey, MC, they're the best. Flexi on my way, Magic, you know, her being the new event coordinator, and everyone knows that I love her. She's my best friend, but aside from being my best friend and like the love that I have for her, like the immense amount of work that she puts into everything,
Talking about work hard.
Yeah,
she works,
and it's I kind of think of you guys too the same. Like, y'all are so hardworking. She's so hardworking, but there's so much love and care behind it. I admire that about both of y'all. So it's been a journey. It's not easy, you know, it's not easy, but it's fulfilling for me. Like, it's been a passion of mine to work the booth and to get to connect with people, and also like see Max flourish, see Magic flourish, and like work with the team they're just all so incredible. So yes, it's been a journey, but a lot of hard work, but so much fun too, guys. So much fun.
And I really wanted to bring up on the work, because I don't like to compare on like what people do, but I know it takes a lot of work to create content. Regardless, it takes money, it takes time, scheduling. You guys said you have kids. We have kids. We have one here with us right now. You know what I mean? So we understand that, and I really wanted you guys to kind of explain that. Like, even for us, we have our own journey. We do our own work here, but I want people to understand that this is possible for anyone to do. You know, all of us up here right now at one time were them watching, and now we're here. At least for Dee and I, you know, we used to watch My Collectibles, Randy, all these guys prior to us being content creators. Now we're here, we're up here. And, you know, besides the fact that it's the passion that makes us do this, right? Because I watch your videos, both of you guys. I mean, we actually collaborate with you guys. Fun stuff. I love all the editing you guys are doing, all the live cams. Your guys' aerial views are phenomenal. I think masterful, masterful. Coming from one producer to another, I love your guys' stuff, and I love to see it, and I love the fact you guys are telling people how you're doing it, because everyone watching right now can do this. And I'm really a person that likes to support anyone to create content, because we need content creators. We need to push this space. VeVe, all these other guys, McFarlane, they need people like us to show the people what we're doing in this space, show the community, show the love that we're doing here, show the unification, show the journeys we've gone through to get we are from A to B. Because it's a beautiful thing, guys. I know you guys are, I can see and hear the passion out of your voices right here. And D and I can really relate with the synergies, because we feel the same way. D, what about you? If you're able to speak.
Yeah, I can speak right now. I just love hearing the journey, and what's always surprising too is like you're still finding out, like for you, Max, your videography expertise, like you're still like finding out stuff about your own self that you didn't even know, but now you're able to, because you took that first step and you got out of your box. You were able to conquer your fear of like, you know, public speaking, and like just put yourself out there. So I mean, yeah, it's like I just love hearing your guys' story and just amazing stuff that you guys are doing.
Goosebumps. You got goosebumps, D? Because I'm getting goosebumps.
Yeah.
What you're saying here. So
I do think it's important to say right now, because I think this is a great moment to say it, that everybody who's thinking about making content or is wanting to take that first step, guys, just turn the camera on. There's nothing special about Max or Janie or DRKINON. Just turn on the camera and get going. If you're watching this through your iPhone, you have the ability and the power to create content, and you have no idea where it's going to take you if you just turn on the camera and get going. And that's really all. That's really all it is. There's nothing special about anybody. We just happen to turn on a camera, and here we are, you know, having a good time together. So yeah.
And once Stella gets their groove is on. Am I right? Because this is fun stuff up here, you guys. Anyways, bad joke. Go ahead, D.
But I will say,
was that a dad joke?
I got too many.
He's got plenty of them.
I will say this: when it comes to like content, there's a lot of things that Max and I have learned throughout like the time that we've done it, and things that we can better in our content. And something that I admire about y'all a lot is the consistency.
Yes.
If we could get even like a drop of y'all's consistency, oh my, and we've said this from time to time, like turn on the camera. Yes. I personally, if I could add like a little sprinkle in there, not that you have to do this, no one is bound by this rule, but if you could do it with kindness and like love or whatever it is that you're into, it just not come from a place of like hate. I feel like that's the best. Okay, I have a story about Josh.
Heck yeah, I want to hear it. I love this guy.
And then also like have the consistency behind it and just keep going and not give up. Like I think those are like the recipes for success. And success can look different to everybody. I don't know if you're in content, like obviously you want people to see your stuff, but I don't even feel like our channel is even huge in that sense. But it's for us, I feel like it's successful because of where we are, and not even of where we are, like just putting that to the side, the people that we've met.
And also, I do feel like our channel is successful because we've had fun every single video we've made. Yeah. It's never been a chore or a job or anything like that. As long as we kept having fun, then our channel was a raging success. Once it became like, oh God, we got to make a video, then that's when we needed to stop, because
that was actually our rule from like the beginning.
Yeah, because then the essence of why we even started doing any of this would have like crumbled. You know? So make sure you're having fun, no matter what. Yeah,
those are the things that I would add. But if I could say my story about Josh, since he popped up.
Before you do that, can I add one little thing to what you guys said, and then we'll do the Josh story, because I want to let you guys know that D and I were ready to quit. I want to say it was like maybe 3 months in, D. And first off, I want to give a shout out to Rob's stuff, because if it wasn't for Rob's stuff, we wouldn't be up here. because he really motivated us in DMs to do this. Because I put out a survey, said, if D and I started a podcast, would you guys watch? And it was mixed. I'm going to be honest. I think it was 67% said yes. I'm like, well, shit, you know? And also, but then Rob Stuff saw that, and he wrote us this long paragraph on how exactly what I just said. You know, we need people like you. We need to push the space. And so that's what really pushed us to do this, was getting DMs like that. But the people that kept us here, I want to give a shout out to them, because you don't see them as much as they used to, is Superstar Money, Joe and Rob. We were ready to quit, and I think they knew it, because like you could see it in our faces when we were doing I don't know whose interview it was, but we were very down and out because the numbers were pretty bad. I think we were getting like maybe 40 views at the most. And they said, you know what? You guys really have been up for like 90 days. Just keep trying. And at one time, we only streamed on X. We moved to YouTube because of Superstar Money. So Superstar Money actually motivated us to continue on. They stayed on us too. They literally would check on us. And that's the one thing I loved about Joe and Rob. I know some people may not like some of the content they've done in the past, but if it wasn't for Superstar Money, we wouldn't still be here. So shout out to those guys. We miss you guys. And anyways, back to you. Go ahead. I would love to hear the Josh story, because we met Josh in DCon. Love the guy. And he still reps the Real Uncommon podcast hat. Love you for that. Go ahead, Janie.
And I just wanted to say, like, I think that's so beautiful. I think it's important to support each other. And when you have people who support you, like, that's the most beautiful thing, honestly. And shout out to them for reaching out to you guys, because it's not easy. You know, it's not easy to do. It's fun. Like for me and Max, we have a lot of fun together. It's just another added like bonus to our usness, but it's work. It takes time. And so I'm glad that they were there for you. That's beautiful. But going to talking about Josh. So we did see Josh last year. Hey Josh, we saw him last year in Vegas. But at the time we didn't like meet, I guess. It's just so, whenever you go to an event, the first thing that you have to know is you're gonna see so many people. You're gonna meet so many people. So we didn't get a chance to like really like talk or get to kind of like know each other. So he did, I think he came up to you, or you came up to him.
He came up to me. Yeah.
And New York Comic-Con. And then I was like, wait, I haven't met him. So Max took me over to like meet him, and I just had to tell him like his tribute space, his tribute VeVe verse. I had to let him know, like, honestly guys, when I watched that, I had to pause it. I didn't even finish watching it, like the whole video that he made. I had to pause it and like walk away and like walk around a little bit, and I was just like, tears were just rolling down my face. And then I'm like, okay, let me start it over, because I wanted to give it like it's respect to see it from the beginning to end. And I was telling him all this, and I'm like, I just really appreciate that beautiful place that you created. And you know, we just got to talking. A really nice guy. He actually didn't know, and a lot of people don't know this, but that Max is very much of an introvert that's become an extrovert. So I think
I've had like a metamorphosis in this VeVe community.
Yes.
You and I have a lot of commonalities.
You're like a butterfly.
Yeah. So we just had a really good conversation. We had a good conversation at New York Comic-Con, and then a great one at the party, and we just connected, just like we connected with so many other people. But he kind of stood out to me because we just hadn't met him before. I think he was like one. I met a few new faces in New York Comic-Con, but it's always so busy. He just kind of stood out to me because he's just like a chill, cool guy. So yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, I've got I think we met Josh. Well, we've been collaborating with Josh for quite some time, but we actually got to meet him back in Vegas last year. And it was funny, when I met Josh, I was actually on a space with Dave, and this is when I was doing the Thon spaces, the story time, right? And I remember I told them, like, okay, I know you guys are going to come to meet us, but I told Dave I'd show up to the space. And so I showed up to space, everything like that. And I just remember two dudes coming to me. I'm like, who the hell? Because I've never met Josh and Osmond Collects for the first time. They were coming right up to me. I'm like, there's these two white guys coming up to me. I don't know what else they are. I'm like, guys, there's somebody coming up to me. I'm on the space. And sure enough, it was Josh and Oz. And I remember everyone got mad because I was mic on. It's like, yo, what's up? And everything we're all saying. And I guess Dave had to pause the space and wait until I was done talking. But that was my whole introduction to Josh and Oz. Is I was on a space with Dave. I said hi. I guess everybody in the space heard me saying hi, giving me snoochie boochies and hugs. And that was my first meeting of Josh. And we spent the entire weekend together. I think Josh, you remember you accidentally hit somebody? You almost fell down in the casino because we were trying to find this place like 4 a.m. That's right, buddy.
Did you almost start a fight?
You almost start a fight. But we found this Hawaiian restaurant in a casino at like 4 a.m. and Josh was there.
So funny.
Along with Osmond Collects. And I think he had oxtail soup. Someone had oxtail soup. But I remember having this conversation with them, drunk as a skunk, but having a good time. And yeah, that was my weekend of Josh. So I can't wait to do it again, brother.
You know what's crazy too? That we were in Vegas, like in the same vicinity, and we didn't get to kick it, not even for like 5 seconds, because y'all were busy like throwing the party or whatever. So you guys were busy too. So like we know how it feels. We understand.
We get it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's all in the fun, right?
So maybe this is a good place to like ask. Y'all are for sure going to Vegas.
Oh yeah, we're booked. We're coming.
Awesome.
Thursday, so
We're committed now.
Yeah, we fly in Thursday morning. We're there from Thursday to Monday. So we're ready to hang with the fam. Let's have fun. And True Podcast pass holders from the Real Uncommon Podcast, you find us and show us your pass. I have something for you. So
that's
if you're
nice.
watching. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to really advertise it. That was your advertising.
Yes, this is not the advertising stream to do it.
My bad.
Shameless plug.
This is my problem. I sometimes give out too much stuff I'm not supposed to. I'm sure the co-producer down there. Where's Raven? So, anyways, I talk too much. D, go ahead.
No, like I said, I'm just enjoying these conversations, these like stories that happen at events. So, I know you guys have been, you said, to everyone except one. And have you guys always been together? Because I know the one in Hong Kong, it was just you, Max, right?
Yeah. So the one in Hong Kong was real light. It wasn't like a the booth didn't really require that many people. And on top of that, the artists were there the whole time as part of booth staff. So it's kind of like they were also there helping out. So and they brought me on for content purposes mainly. So that's why, I was the one to go, and Janie kind of stayed back for that one. But we met up in New York, and that was full throttle. Like that one, all hands on deck. That was craziness. But,
and also France, baby. You went to France. I didn't go to France.
Yeah.
That was the only one that I wasn't able to make it to. France and Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I still have my real job, like real and life job.
IRL job.
Yeah, IRL job.
I have to maintain for now. The hopes is in the future that I won't have to, and that would be really nice, but for right now I still have to maintain that. So depending on how 2026 goes, hopefully I can make most of the events, but we'll see. And we don't even know what events there are yet, so we just have to wait and see. But we are closing it out with a bang in Vegas, the 5th birthday, so that's exciting.
Heck yeah.
That is exciting. Well, so I just wanted to know, because you get to travel to like all these places, and I'm assuming some of these places that you went to, that's like your first time ever going there. But like, what an incredible thing to like be able to do, right? Just to be able to travel to amazing places, different people. I mean, it's the same, the VeVe community, but different, I guess, cultures involved. Like, people have different ways of doing stuff, but like, how amazing is that? Like, you get to do that. I mean, that's just like incredible. Like, fingers crossed, like hoping that we get there someday too, but like just to like see you guys do that. That's like not a lot of people can say that. So that's like freaking amazing.
Yeah, that doesn't escape me or us, and what an absolute blessing that circumstance is. I have a lot of those moments actually where I remember being in Hong Kong and I landed at the airport. Like I even had to like make a video and I sent it to Janie and Magic. Like holy, I'm in Hong Kong like, at the airport. Like, I'm looking around like I'm in Hong Kong. What is life right now? You know?
Yeah.
And I remember when we went to Portugal, it was just an out of body experience. That like, there's how is this? How are we here? How are we here? Like all the little things that had to happen for us to even be like part of a community, much less like, you know, the VeVe community. Then we have our friends, and then like we're going to Portugal. There's so many avenues that led to like that happening. But yeah, when you say how does it feel, like an absolute blessing. I am eternally grateful for the fact that I get to do stuff like that. It's really unique and really fun. Yeah,
it's a lot of gratitude. I feel like we feel so grateful. Because we just fully understand. We fully understand that it's not easy. I mean, like I said earlier, I think the first trip that I ever went on was when I was a teenager. Like, and Max, the first time, other than Mexico, was in his late 20s, 30s?
No, early
maybe?
30s. Yeah,
30s?
I didn't leave the country or travel anywhere until I was like in my early 30s, and now I'm in my late 30s. So this is all new to me too. Like this is literally new to me. I don't come from this, you know. So it's like I'm on a journey and I'm like wide-eyed everywhere I go because this is all like over. What is it like? Overstimulation. Yeah.
It's definitely a lot of gratitude. And one thing that I have to admire about my baby, and I gotta say this because I thought it was the sweetest thing. He was planning on going to Hong Kong and building like his content plan and doing all that. And I'm like, so babe, how are you feeling about going? And I don't know how this came up, but I'm like, you know, it's like a totally different culture. It's different people. And he was like, oh, babe, don't worry. I've already been doing my research because I want to go there. And I don't want to be like, I don't want to be, I
don't want to be like a foolish Westerner, you know, like,
like ignorant kind of way. Yeah.
I got Google Translate. We're good.
I want to make sure I respect the culture and I abide by like everything, you know, because I don't want to look foolish, you know, like I want to represent myself well and my family well. So I want to make sure that everything is on point as much as possible. Obviously, I'm not going to know everything, you know, but for the most part, just make sure I respect the customs and culture. We should be okay.
And you want to treat people well. And that might look different than what we do, you know, like I always think of like how people receive love and give love. Like it's going to be different. You know, every culture is different and that's totally okay. But I just thought it was so sweet that Max was trying to be like super respectful and trying to find out all these like mannerisms. And I'm like, babe, you're so cute. Like I love that so much because he's like, I want to learn too. Like, I don't want to go in there and just be dumb, you know, like I want to be
that's really
respectful.
awesome.
I want to be kind. So yeah, that was really cool. But we've had so much fun, right, babe? We love to travel. One of the places that is still on our bucket list, guys, is Hawaii. Our kid has always wanted to go.
You don't need a car. Just tell us when you're showing up. We'll pick you up.
Thank you so much.
I'm not sure.
We might take you up on that.
This guy's already booked already. He already knows. So
when she was little, she's like, Mom, I want to go to Hawaii. Like that was like an ongoing joke. She would say Hawaii. I don't know why. I don't know where she got that from. But it's been on our bucket list for sure to go. So we just love it. I think the thing that we love the most is trying new food. Yeah. Like trying the food, meeting people.
And we love the fact that the VeVe fam has so many people across the globe because we prefer to not go like, we don't want to go to like the resorts. We want to go to like the hood spot, you know, where like, you got to try this.
Come down.
Yes.
I don't know about if you want to go to the hood
spot. Those spots that only like the real people that live there would know to tell you. Not like, go try this 5-star restaurant here at the resort.
That's what I want to do.
A couple you want to know. So
I think you mean more like grandma's kitchen.
Yeah,
That's what you
yeah,
mean.
yeah.
Like grandma's
I'll
kitchen.
teach you.
Like,
There's a
we'll
place-
introduce you to grandma. So
Yeah, I was
Let's
like,
go.
There's an actual place here.
there's an actual place called Grandma's Kitchen. We'll introduce
Yeah.
you to grandma, and the food
That's
is
funny.
phenomenal. So
That's funny.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
I-
no,
because
go ahead.
that's the way you truly grasp the culture. You know, like not the
Yeah.
resorts. The
Like,
resorts
just
ain't
get
where
in
it's
there,
at.
yeah.
You know what's so funny? So on my way, he messaged me when he was down here, and I guess when people come to visit, they don't realize like Maui isn't really like it's not a hop, skip, and a jump for us. Like it's like probably an hour flight. We got to like cross connect to Oahu to get to Maui to get there, so it's not really fast for us to get there. But he would DM me like, "Hey, where's a good place to eat? Where's a good place for that?" And like, okay, you've hit the right guy here because I know exactly where you should go eat. And so luckily he was, and I don't know if it was good for him, it was good for me. But he was staying right next to one of these eateries where they have like the best soft serve and best type of like desserts. And the desserts here is very local style, right? So it's like they take shave ice and they'll put like, say, haupia inside, like coconut. If you go to our McDonald's, you're not going to get your type of McDonald's. You're going to get like taro pie, coconut pie, Simon. You're going to get Portuguese sausage, eggs, and rice. So like all the little holes in the walls, that's where we would send you. You know what I mean? Where you would like roll out of that, and you would probably spend like maybe $10 to roll out of that restaurant. You know what I mean? You're gonna be like, I got a food coma. It's called a Hawaiian Kanak attack, and you're gonna spend one day sleeping. I'm not joking.
That's what I want. I want that.
The pancake is the pan, right, D? It's the actual pan.
It's overflowing the pan, actually.
Pan. Yeah, it's huge.
It's like
you know how
my
big
head,
Hawaiians
like
are, right?
two of my
So-
heads.
Yeah,
Or maybe three of my heads. I have a
That's
small
cool.
head.
And whenever y'all come to Texas, we'll take y'all to barbecue because that's what we
Dude,
do.
I've always wanted to go to Texas only because, like, when I was younger, because when my mom moved from our island when she was just 18, she had like, I don't know, $100, $200, whatever. But that was like a lot way, way back in, mom's life. And she went to Texas for school, and that's kind of where she lived for a while. And she lived in Corsicana, Texas, land of the fruit cake or the fruit pie, or what's the thing you give people at Christmas that you don't like?
The fruit cake.
Oh, fruitcake.
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 Yeah, but like they're famous for that, and I'm sure it's better than what people say. But yeah, so that's where she kind of like lived, and like when she moved to Hawaii, and then she came and brought me to Hawaii, she always like went to the store and got fruitcake. She made like this Texas style potato salad that I still make on occasions. And pecan pie. That's like one of my favorite pies.
Pecan pie.
Pecan pie. Pecan pie.
pie.
But yes, I want to go there just to like kind of see. I mean, I'm sure it's different now.
You guys need to come. And when you do, we'll take y'all to the rodeo as well. It's the most Texas thing you will ever see in your life. Like, it's a whole other world. And it's like real cowboys. It's not like they don't dress up. It's like they really live on ranches and they really herd cattle. And it's real. So authentic rodeo.
When you come, we're going to do the same thing for you guys, but the opposite. It's the Paniolo effect, where you're going to see the Hawaiian cowboys. It's going to be a Hawaiian cowboy event, and it's crazy here because all the Paniolos, they go nuts. Like our town where we live, they still horseback ride on the highway. That's where we live. That's the type of town we live in. We live in like a very slaughter town, right? Because a lot of where we live, there's like cattle all over the place. So
got it.
Yeah. Like you would love it, and like the food there, once again, guys, it's like it's not going to be like your typical food. You're going to have like loco moco. I don't know if you ever heard of that. It's basically hamburger on like gravy and some egg on top of there. That's like a staple for us. Musubi.
Oh my gosh, sounds so good.
All type of local comfort food. So
that sounds good. I'm down for that. For sure.
Well, let's go. It's gonna happen. We're gonna have to DM them in when the show's over, because we actually have something planned next month with a bunch of VeVe fam. I know Collectors Gone Digital knows about it, and so we'll let you guys know about it too. So.
Oh right, and also Buc-ee's.
Yeah,
what?
It might be in the DM.
I wish we had a Buc-ee's, because one of my best friends, she moved to Texas, and she sent me like this package for Christmas one year. Oh my gosh, like the best hot sauce, Carolina Reaper peppers.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Freaking, I had to like put water in the
fire eater.
bottle to like keep it going. But that sauce is so good from
Wait, so
Buc-ee's.
so they sent you Buc-ee's merch? Because Buc-ee's is like
Yeah.
folklore over here. Buc-ee's is like
Yeah.
everything. That's
Yes,
like
she
so
sent me like
culture.
chocolates from there.
Yeah.
The flip flops, we call them slippers here though, but the flip flops, oh, they're
Yeah.
so
Okay.
comfortable.
That's
She sent me like a whole
awesome.
bunch of stuff, but like because she knows I love hot sauce, and that was like my favorite thing in the package.
Well, it's a trade-off, right?
Honestly-
Because they don't get like macadamia nuts here or chocolate macadamia nuts or like halpia pancakes. So it's kind of like we do like a trade kind of thing sometimes.
That's cool. Honestly, I don't know what it is about Buc-ee's because, guys, Buc-ee's is a gas station. It's a gas station.
It's a
That's
ut-
what it
it's
is.
a
I
utopia.
had to
But
Google
it's
that,
the
and I'm like,
best
it's
place
a
on
gas
earth.
station.
Like, seriously.
They have the cleanest bathrooms on earth. Like even cleaner than ours or yours or whatever. They have the cleanest bathrooms.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know what it is about that place. It's just so fun to go in there, and you want to eat everything there.
Yeah. It's a utopia for sure.
Yeah, Dee's got to experience that. You know what I mean? Because Dee's not really traveled past the West Coast. She's only been on the West Coast. She's just an island rat. She's never been to most of the mainland. So I'd love to take her to Texas. We have some family out in Austin. I did some training out in Dallas, and here's a little story about that. I remember the last day I was supposed to be, I believe it was in Plano. But I was
Plano,
like really on the
Texas.
border of Oklahoma, and it was a thunderstorm that night, and there was like a tornado warning, and I've never been a part of that in Oklahoma, right? I'm like, what the hell's a tornado warning? I'm from Hawaii. And the lady's like, well, we have a basement. We have to go down to the basement. I'm like, you're joking? No. Like, and I'm like, I have to fly home tomorrow. I don't want to be here anymore. I've been here for 2 weeks. By the way, the burgers are way bigger than they say. I'm not kidding. I went to
He took a picture and showed
holy
me.
crap, it's a huge burger, right? Versus my tiny
Everything's
burger
bigger
in Hawaii.
here, bro.
Everything
Everything's
is
bigger in Texas, honey.
It's not a joke. But so anyways, we went down to the basement, and I was livid because of telling Dee, and Dee and I have been dating for like 2 years. I'm like, I want to come home, babe. I'm so tired of it. I don't see no ocean anywhere. You know, I need a musubi. I need like some fish, right? You know what I mean? I've been eating meat for like 2 weeks, and so I really thought I wasn't gonna go home because she said like, yeah, anything can happen. So we were down in the basement. And it was cool. The staff was cool. But what was so cool, guys, is that's the first time I ever had authentic pecan pie. Because one of the staff ladies brought pecan pie from home. And she's like, here, I got some pecan pie for you guys. I'm like, yeah. That's how she's talking. And I'm like, okay. And so I ate some. I'm like, it was the best pecan pie I've ever had. I've always had store-bought. And this was insanely good to a point where it's like, you only made one? You know how much people are down here? You know what I mean? Come on.
The audacity.
The audacity. But it was cool. We stayed down there the whole night. I think maybe we the evacuation lifted because it went somewhere else. Went back to my room, slept for 1 hour, and I was off to the airport to get my ass back to Hawaii. But that was my story where I thought I was going to be stuck in Texas for I don't know
in
how
a Kia
long.
Rio on a freaking
In a Kia
100-mile road, right? Oh
Yeah,
my
in a
gosh,
Kia
in a
Rio.
Kia Rio.
My company's cheap. But anyways, that was my quick
That's
story.
funny.
It wasn't funny.
Oh, good. No, but definitely you guys, whenever you guys are ready, come through. We'll be ready for y'all.
Yeah, let's go. Guys, I want to be mindful of the time. We've hit 1 hour right here. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Doing
Good.
okay,
We're
yeah.
good. I need to step away for 2 seconds, but
Yeah.
Max will be here just 2 seconds.
No worries, no worries. Max, while you're here, there is a question I want to ask, and I know you probably know this very well. When you're doing all this content, right, either putting on a show, whatnot, you're doing the booth, or you're ready to go live, you have a memory of when things went FUBAR. And so here's a good example. I'm going to frame this question. We had David on last year for our last stream of 2024. I didn't tell anybody this, but we had a full panel. I think it was 10 people. We had David on. Everything crashed 5 minutes before David came on. My computer, everything died. Blue screen of death. My router died. Everything died. And I really thought I would have to cancel the stream after promoting it for 2 weeks. Everybody is literally trying to get on the StreamYards, and they're able to, right? They're all waiting in the waiting room, but I'm unable to connect. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, what am I gonna do, right? and all I did was just say a little prayer. I'm like, please. And I think we were 5 minutes late, and luckily David didn't leave, and everything started working. Got my computer back up. I was telling Max on a FUBAR moment whenever you guys did something with content creation. Last year we had David Yu on. First time we had him on the channel. 5 minutes before we went live, everything died. My whole setup.
Oh
here
my
died.
gosh!
I've got like literally 3 screens here, and everything just died. I don't know what happened. Blue screen of death. And at the same time, concurrently, the internet went down. And I'm just sitting here for like 8 minutes. And then Dee's like, she sees me because I'm just like sweating and just frustrated. And I'm like, what are we going to do, babe? You know what I mean? Go on our phones. It sucks on the phone. Right. And then like, luckily everything came up. David and everybody waited. I didn't say nothing. You know what I mean? But that was my FUBAR moment where I'm like, okay, what do I do? You ever run into that?
Oh my gosh!
Can you remember a time where things were crazy?
With our content, probably not that I can think of, but like when you're working the booth and the internet.
Yes, it's always so high stress when we're at the booth because
Yeah.
you never know if the internet is gonna treat you right or not. So like I'm literally up to the second about this whatnot. We need to hit the button in 30 seconds. And like I'm trying to log on to the Wi-Fi because it keeps like cutting in and out. And we're like, oh my God, like what if this Wi-Fi doesn't work? And what if everybody's waiting on this whatnot show and it doesn't happen? And what if the world crumbles? And it's like it like amplifies, you know, the stress.
The stress.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So that's the internet at the conventions is the most stressful thing you can possibly, especially if you have like a show or something to do.
Mhm.
Oh my God. It's not for the faint of heart.
No, it's really not.
Yeah.
And one other thing that I just thought about right now, it's probably not the same situation as having like the internet and the light go out, but we've had it where Max and I have done a whole scene and our mics were off.
Oh.
And we're recording ourselves.
Or babe, I'm so sorry. I forgot to hit record.
Yes.
Really?
From the top.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's happened too.
We've had those multiple times where like now I'll be like, babe, is it recording? Babe, are the mics on?
Yeah.
We will make it through a whole scene of our acting. And like it's not being recorded or anything. It's so
it'll be a banger scene. Like we both did good and I forgot to hit record.
Oh my God. And seriously, I think in those moments when we've had moments like that, like we'll probably just look at each other and we just have to like separate for just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like,
what you mean? I know what you mean.
it's like, how did we let that happen? How
It's
did
like,
that happen?
again,
Yeah.
how did we do that?
Dee, I'm gonna go downstairs and
Instead
take a
of,
walk.
Right. Let's just take a
Reset.
breather because
Yeah.
5. Yeah. Oh gosh.
yeah, but we've
you know what?
definitely had moments like that for sure.
Never
I think
anything
we
has
had that
been like
same one too.
catastrophic. Hopefully
Yeah.
not it won't happen too bad anytime soon. But yeah, those have just been the Wi-Fi situation that has been like one of the big ones.
Yeah, you know, I've heard that Wi-Fi in there sucks. I think the only place I've been to where the Wi-Fi was good was DCon Vegas. It was like phenomenal in there. Versus I hear like, you know, Javits Center sucks. You know, I've had some ideas of trying to get internet in there because, you know, obviously we're True Media. Big Bro wants to go do these things too, but like, how do you get internet in there? And so the only thing because this is what I do for a living, guys. I'm in communications. So part of what I have to do to figure out, because I live out in rural areas, is to get the internet out into a rural area that normally you can't service. And how we do that is we beam the internet through relays. And that's just like, you know, invisible lasers. And so I was just thinking to myself, is there any way to beam something in there through a window? If there is access to a window to wherever you guys are, we can get internet to you. So like, because next year I think I might go to San Diego Comic-Con and I want to try to do something like that as well. But like, you know, with like a Starlink hotspot and some point-to-point relays that are on a battery pack, where you have a guy on a backpack just going like this, Max, you ready? You know what I mean? Let's go. And then you just point it right at you and then you have internet all day. So.
I can just see like this news headline next year. Attention, Hawaii man caught running a wire from the pole to his booth. And it's Hinano's face plastered on there.
You got to get it done. You got to get it done, right?
Oh my gosh.
Hinano's mugshot. The Wi-Fi.
Like, hey, I know that guy.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Anyways, I got one more question for the OmiHomies D, but I'm gonna give you the mic before I do that.
Oh,
What's
okay.
up?
So, like, I've always been interested in like, so you've been to like so many different events and so many different places. So, like, what besides like Hawaii, what is like if you could plan like this huge event for the community, like no limit on expense, like where would that dream event location be for you guys?
And what would it be about?
Oh.
Yeah.
Probably here in Dallas for me, just because I'd be
Yeah.
able to show everybody like home. You know, like, I'm proud of my home, and I'm proud of where we come
Dallas,
from.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think Dallas would be a great place because it's so spacious and it's not. I love New York for what it is, but it can be kind of tough to like get around and like travel. It's kind of like open like Vegas, like where you can get to wherever you need to. So I think Dallas would be a great place.
and it's pretty centralized, like for the whole nation.
Oh, it is.
Man,
Yeah.
if there was no this is gonna sound so funny. If there was no limit on budget and we could do a VeVe event, I would love to do a VeVe event in a Disney park.
Ooh.
I would that's where I think where everybody can come. Like there's no hey, it's too much. There's no like issues like that. If we could do it at a Disney park, and I'm not even sure which Disney park. Since I haven't been to the one in Tokyo, I'll say the one in Tokyo.
Oh,
VeVe event at the Disney Tokyo Park. Yep.
Oh wow, sign me up.
Oh, D, I know you.
Yeah,
wanna
I
go to Tokyo.
do. Oh, there are two places that I could go to.
Can
Oh,
I
that's-
answer the
that's
question
awesome.
too?
Yeah. Yes.
I would love if we had like a no, like spare no expense John Hammond type of deal. Disney Aulani here. Everyone would be staying there. We would have everything
my
done at Aulani.
gosh.
At the
Yes,
same time, we
Machi
would have an
mentioned
after
it
party
earlier.
on like the
Mhm.
Smith boats where we would go all on the party boats. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Off Sand Island, where we rent jet skis. You'd have a good time. There'd be a hula dance thing. I could just see Mr. MC1, getting a hula dance.
Dancing
by
doula.
him, you know what I mean? And then we just do like an entire pub crawl. We'd go to all the places, guys, but that's where we would go.
Oh
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Awesome.
good.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah, me too. I
Okay,
love
so
all the
there's-
ideas.
Yes, all those 3 events. Let's get it in the works.
Well, the events
Right?
coordinator is here. Let's go. She's taking
yeah, she's
notes.
taking notes. Yes.
Take notes, girl.
Oh, that would be so phenomenal.
All right, so my last question, guys, it's a very hard one, and it's the one that
Uh-oh.
we constantly always ask, is you ask us a question. You can ask D and I one question, anything you want, no social security, you ain't getting out of me. I don't have a lot of money anyway, so let's go.
I do have a question that stuck with me in our conversation. Why were you guys on the verge of quitting? Like, what was the sentiment at that time that led y'all to make that potential decision?
So a couple reasons. One, numbers, right? Like in the end, it's kind of frustrating because for me, I did way more work back then than I do now. And the reason why is because all the work I did back then helped us kind of create what we're doing here now. A lot of what you see with you see in the Texas graphics and all that, everything's streamlined here now. Anybody can kind of do what we were doing here. It's kind of drag and drop procedure. But before, I would spend nights, like weeks editing video. And the lot of work and time that I was putting in wasn't really paying off on like the numbers and the feel of what we were trying to do. We weren't getting a lot of engagement. It's just frustrating. It was very frustrating. Plus at the time, our daughter was just kind of like, growing up as well. She wasn't as old as she was. So there was that as well. There's a balance. And also I was way more busy. I'm busy now, but like way more as in I always had to be out in the field a lot. Now I'm a desk jockey, so I don't have to necessarily be away from my desk. That's why I can do these live streams. Technically, as soon as we're done, I'm gonna go back to work. But I don't need to be out in the field like I used to. So a lot of that was culminating. And the fact is, we never did it before, and we didn't even think we're doing a good job. We didn't really have the support that we do now. But like I said, if it wasn't for that, for Joe reaching out, it was actually Joe that reached out. And then he brought us on the channel, I think, like the next week, right, D, just to kind of help promote us, right, to kind of get us back into the feel of stuff. And then, you know, he had a talk with us about going on YouTube because we were only on X. That was another issue. We were only in one place. We didn't know what simulcasting was. You know, we didn't know about StreamYards. There's a lot we just didn't know. And, you know, when you don't know what you're doing and you're kind of using like Walmart stuff, we don't have Walmart stuff anymore. You kind of you're not really sure what you're doing here. And so, yeah, we were ready to quit. Like,
discouraging.
Very.
And I asked that because I want to say that for one, I'd like to speak on behalf of the whole community. We're glad you guys stuck around. I do look at you as like a staple of our community. You guys have been, you know, constant. You know when in the science experiment, and I use this analogy all the time, but you know in a science experiment you have like the constant and everything is kind of compared to that one thing. That's you guys' show. It's like a constant. Like
thank you.
There's gonna be like a weekly. There's gonna be like a weekly, you know, Aloha, and you guys have plenty of shows. So like I know throughout the week, like there's gonna be VeVe content being made no matter what because of you guys, and that's always like that's always a good home to come to, you know, whatever it is we're doing in our day. So I wanted to thank you guys for all of your hard work as well, and to let y'all know that we're glad you guys stuck around. You guys are much needed and wanted in the community. Thank you for everything.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Like, you know, us, for here, like, I guess I can tell them this thing, huh, D? Because I haven't told the team yet, and also I want to really.
I don't know what is this thing. What is?
Wait, hold on. So
okay.
First off, I haven't told the team this before, so they're probably going to hear this now. And secondly, if it's not for our awesome team, we wouldn't be able to present this content. Before it was just D and I, and we just had trouble doing 2 shows. And you know, this show that you guys are on is the longest show we've ever done. I think we've only missed 2 episodes ever of this one show. The show has been
That's wild.
For 2 years. For 2 years,
Wow.
yeah. And like, you know, someone asked me the question: if you were to quit tomorrow and you couldn't do anything, what is the one thing you would like to continue to do? And I'm like, this show. Because this show is literally the Real Uncommon podcast in disguise. Because that's why we created the Real Uncommon podcast, was to talk to you guys, to continue the conversation. DCon 2022 is what kind of started the inspiration to talk with you guys. Because D and I love to talk. We love to get to know people. Aloha Friday is something that is a real thing here, guys. You guys are celebrating Aloha Friday with us. Every week on Friday in Hawaii, the state celebrates the end of the work week. Everyone right now, they're getting off work or they're going to lunch, they're hanging out with their friends, they're partying, they're going surfing, they're going to go watch a movie, and they're going to say Happy Aloha Friday, because that's a thing here. And so that's something we wanted to really bring out to the people. And I'm really hoping we can do that. And I'm really happy that you guys pointed that out, that about the Aloha Friday thing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm talking too much. Go ahead, D.
No, I mean, yeah, we're not really good at like receiving like compliments and stuff, but like thank you guys for saying that. Yeah, I mean, I'm like speechless because I like thank you for saying that, and we appreciate you guys as well as like everyone else that always shows up to support us and other people. I mean, that's how, you know, shows and spaces and events happen, is people show up and, you know, they're just there to like support each other or just, you know, hang out. And like Hinan and I have said it before, we're closer to like a lot of people online than we are like with our friends.
That's crazy, right?
Here,
it's crazy.
Because it's like we all are in this like place where we have this one thing like in common, where I can't go out to my neighbor and say, "Hey, did you check out, you know, the comic that dropped on VeVe?"
You can. The one neighbor is in VeVe across the street. He's in VeVe.
One neighbor, but like all the other neighbors in our neighborhood, like they'll be like, "What? You're still reading comics? And what is VeVe?" That's like the first thing that they'll ask. So it's really awesome to like turn on the computer or go online and just be able to talk to someone at any time of day or night, because this whole thing is like global, so you have someone to talk to at every waking hour, which is really awesome. You don't have to wait till like morning time to call your friend like here in real life. So yeah, I mean, we appreciate you guys for everything that you're doing and continue to do, and just appreciate the support from you guys too.
And I remember what I was going to say now. I lost my train of thought for a minute there, but it was about like the team, and they probably don't know this. So when I was growing up, you guys, I was always a fan of TV. I was an only child, and where I lived in a rural area where I didn't have a lot of neighbors, so I didn't have friends at my home. So I did a lot of writing, I did a lot of reading, and I watched a lot of TV because where I lived was a very rainy, damp area, so I couldn't go outside a lot. And so what's so cool about like reading, writing, and all that is you come up with stories and you come up with all these things. And then in school, I learned videography, like you, Max. And I was in a Hawaiian academy. They taught me how to film. They taught me how to mix. And I'm in the days where we use VHSs, right? We used to stack these, and we have all these other things. So I've always wanted to have my own broadcast network before, and I used to make up like a mock thing with my initials, and I'd call that like my movie studio, right? Like Paramount and Universal. I've always wanted something like that, and at least now with True Media, I can express myself that way by doing something like that. Any creation that I have in my head now can become reality because of all the Web3 tech that we have, at our disposal. And so for what we're doing now, it's kind of a dream come true for me. So.
Oh, I love that. I love that for both of you. That's amazing and
Thanks.
super exciting. I think that's so like seeing Max find his passion and like know what makes him happy and brings him joy. I'm getting the same feeling like when you're speaking about it, because it's your passion. When you were a kid, you thought about this, and now you guys are living it. That's congratulations. That's incredible.
Thank
really,
you.
really cool.
And I don't know if you guys remember from earlier that I always told you guys that like because I'm an introvert, I always prefer to like write or text message somebody because with my words I'm not as great as I would like to be. But
Yeah.
I've also noticed that like my videography and stuff, for me that's like my self-expression. That's me talking. That's me using my edits and my cuts and my videos as my words to the world, and it's just another form of I'm glad you found that too, and I know like you found a way to express yourself, and there's no limits, it's only whatever you want it to be, and that's beautiful, bro. I'm glad you found that because I found it too.
Yeah, and it's such a good feeling, isn't it? I mean, like at night, like, and I don't know if he does this to you, Janie, but I'll bug D. I'll be like, "Oh my God, D, I have this idea. Oh my gosh, D," and she's like, "You got to go to sleep." But I'm like, but it's in my head now, and I'll come to this computer at like 1 a.m. and start, put it out there just so something's out there or something of that sort, and I'll hear her be like, "You gotta go to work at 5." I'm like, and it's like, anyway, so yeah, it's fun, you guys, like, and like, I love doing it, and I'm so happy that we can all kind of collaborate together and do this together, because in the end, it's all about perpetuating this space. If we get more people here, the space succeeds. Everyone in this space, no matter what you're doing, succeeds with it. So
yeah, sure.
D, anything else with them? Anything else?
I just noticed, and I did not plan this, and I know his shirt doesn't say Dallas, but he is still representing. Where is it?
Oh, his shirt. Let's see.
Hey!
Yo, let's go!
Yeah, like I didn't even think of that, but I was like looking, I'm like, oh, no kidding.
Let's go.
So he's representing Texas.
That's awesome. MVP,
The co-producer
MVP.
co-producing.
So cute.
Guys, this has been a lot of fun. I want to thank you so much for coming on. Janie, did you have anything for us before we kind of close out the show today?
I did have one question, if it's okay. I don't know if you guys are ready to go, but I wanted to know what are y'all looking forward to the most in Vegas? I know you guys went last year, but now it's year 2. So what is like, and you can give, I'm really bad about giving top 1. So you can give like top 1, 2, 3 of like what you're most excited about.
He wants to go first, and I think I know what she's going to say.
First off for me is Tacos El Gordo. I want tacos. I didn't get a chance to try it last year.
It's my
so
fault.
That's what I want to do first.
Let's go.
Maybe before the trip ends, to try this awesome place that people keep talking about called In-N-Out Burger. I've never had that.
Have you had Whataburger?
A Whataburger?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Whataburger is a Texas thing.
But
Yeah.
they have
I've
it
never
in-
had a Whataburger.
Oh, they do have it in Vegas.
Oh,
Yeah.
They have it in Vegas.
Oh,
You should
okay.
try that too. Yeah.
A Whataburger and In-N-Out Burger. Okay. I tried the White Castle. Sorry, I didn't really care for it.
Yeah.
It was like, and they're so tiny. Anyway, and I'm just really excited to just meet new people and also get a chance to talk to the people I didn't get a chance to last year. So that's like my top thing that I'm looking forward to. Yeah, and just hang out.
Yeah, I think for me, I just want to hang out with you guys. That's like the number one thing for me. Like, I think I was talking on the phone with Biggest Bro the other night on how we're excited just to like come back and do this again, because in the end, it's all about making these memories. It's all about interacting with your friends, family. That's what it really is. Like, Dee and I don't joke around. Like, I mean, I have friends 5 minutes up the road. I barely see them, but I'm on here with my internet friends constantly. And then when I see them in real life, and I've never lost a kidney, guys, I got to tell you, it's so much fun hanging out with these people, getting to have memories with them, going to go watch a movie, going to them to these cons, watching one of them try to score like a bear brick or something like that, going to a comic shop with these guys. And so that's the number one thing for me, is I just want to interact with everybody. The second thing is I am actually on the hunt for a certain comic book run, and I know Arcade knows where the best spots are. And I'm not going to say what run it is because somebody might want to get it or something like that or anything like that. I'm just going to be very quiet about it. But there's a certain comic book run that I'm hoping Arcade can help me find. So those are two things.
Oh, cool. Okay, so whenever you do find the comic, which you will, because we'll manifest, you gotta show the picture. Like
1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%, though. I've been waiting for it on Fanable, Sergio, but it never showed up. So
Cool. No, we're so excited too about going to Vegas and super excited to see you guys again and just get to hang out. We're gonna have the parties, we're gonna have the con. It's gonna be so much fun, guys.
heck yeah. Let's go. I have a graphic for that right here. This is what's going to happen, and I'm going to tell you guys, FOMO is going to kick in.
FOMO has already kicked in.
All right, so guys, I know you guys got to skedaddle. We're going to run this giveaway. Before we do that, any final words for the audience? We almost have 500 people watching.
For me, I just want to thank both of y'all for sharing with us, like sharing some of y'all's story and then listening to us, and just having a warm place for us to come and hang out with you guys. It was my first time here and I absolutely enjoyed it and had so much fun just chatting. Super excited to see you guys. Keep going. The biggest thing that I admire about y'all is the consistency. Like, seriously, keep going. Don't stop. And thank you for everyone that hung out with us too, like seeing the stream and sharing it. I saw a few people sharing it, and just thank you guys for the love. Like, I think that's always been so important for Max and I to just share love. So like I'm receiving y'all's love too, and I really, really appreciate and love you guys so much.
And for me, mainly, I just wanted to shout out to Texas, baby. I mean, no, I'm just playing. No, thank you guys for having us on the episode.
He responded, Max.
Yeah, he's like,
we're honestly really honored that you guys brought us on. And Janie couldn't have said it better. It was just a nice, warm place for us to come chill. You guys made it feel like home, and we're super grateful that you guys thought enough about us to bring us on. So thank you guys. Much love to you guys, for sure.
I truly wish that we thought earlier, because like, seriously, you couple right there, you two or somebody, you guys are both the people that I wanted to talk with the most for this year. There's like people that we want to talk every year. We kind of have a list. You guys are up on that list. And so I'm glad that we got you guys on here. You guys are always welcome to come on here. It's a revolving door around here. And that's kind of like the idea is we want to kind of like make specifically Aloha Friday. Like, you guys are sitting in our living room. Like, we're having a digital conversation in our living room. The only thing is we ask to take your slippers off and your shoes, because that's just kind of how it goes here. Other than that, I'm glad you guys had a great time. Thank you so much for the audience for watching. And guys, subscribe to the OmiHomies. Oh shoot, I don't have your guys. I do have it up here. Hold on, really quick. D, go ahead, close out the show.
oh, I had a thought in my head and I just like instantly lost it when he told me that. God dang it. It was good too. Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing.
It happened.
Yeah, thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna remember it when it's all done. I know this. Don't you hate when that happens? You
Yes,
just get like a
I
brain
do.
fart. Oh
It drives
my
me
gosh.
absolutely insane.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, anyways, go and follow them on YouTube. Follow them on their X profiles as well. And yeah, really appreciate you guys' time for being here, and just really appreciate the audience who tuned in to watch and listen, or whoever is catching the replay. Yeah, lots of love for you guys in the chat. So, you guys are very loved in the community. So thank you for both of you being here. And I hope you both have a great start to the weekend. And yeah, looking forward to exactly 1 month from now, we will be together again in Vegas.
Oh,
Is
snap.
it really?
Yeah, that's crazy.
1 month.
Yeah, well, a little less-ish. Yeah.
Guys.
It's happening.
It's really happening. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to run this giveaway, you guys, and then we're going to get out of here. Good luck for the people that are in the chat. You have 18 people entered in this giveaway. May the juju be with you.
Good luck. Good luck.
Who's going to be the winner?
It better not be Majin.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Oh, no.
Let's go, brother. Those hands are for you. I don't know if they're
Awesome.
washed.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Anon.
All right.
That's
And
cool.
guys, that has been the show. Max and Janie, thank you so much for coming on. This has been a pleasure. And I can't wait to see you guys again. I can't wait for us to all do this again. And guys, everyone watching, have a phenomenal weekend. Do something kind for somebody. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care and aloha.
Bye.